Coming to you live, it's the AutoHub show with Ian and Jeff. Here we go.
Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Hi, I'm Gail Rubenstein, the founder and CEO of a company called Retail Resilient, social selling for the car industry. And we help auto dealers, auto agencies, and vendors in the auto industry sell more cars, service more cars, and make more money using our social selling strategy. That includes TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and anything else you can think of. So if you're looking to invest thousands and make millions, we're definitely the social selling company for you. Like I said, who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
I was at Larry Pullman's seminar. So happy I came, having such a good time. Thank you so much, Larry.
One of the best trainers in this area for sure. I don't know about anywhere else, but as far as I know, he's the best. So,
told you twice.
Take advantage.
Thank you for having me here.
I'm at Larry Feldman's seminar, and what I found is that what he's really good at doing with his knowledge and with his training, he's not filling a bucket, he's lighting a fire.
Ways to improve. Every month we want to improve better on what we did the month before, maybe the year before. It's about how fast we can get the cars done with quality work to get it to the front line, because that's where we make our money. And the bottom line is the longer it takes, the more money you spend. We want to get it down as low as possible. Right now, like I said, we're in a great stage. We're at 4.5 days. In recon, we want to know how quickly we can get the cars out of the recon process and to the front line. The average days in recon and then the time to line are the most important things that we look for. I'm Mike Burrell. I'm Service Director at JM Lexus.
Hello, this is Ian.
And this is Jeff. And we're here at NIADA 2023 Accelerate and all that cool stuff. And we're with two new friends that we met last night. And I want to tell you a quick little story about them. These are two really good people. I'm going to say kids because as far as I'm concerned, they're kids, but they're adults. They're from Oregon. I just forgot. Eugene from Xtreme Auto World. God, I like that. They started with $3,000. And now here they are in Las Vegas doing a great business. And Austin, Tabitha, thanks for taking the time with us. We really do appreciate it. And I honestly am very, very touched by your story. And maybe you could just tell us a little bit more than what I said about yourselves.
Oh, yeah. As you stated, we started with a big dream back when I was 21. My wife was 19 at the time. We didn't know
2 years ago.
We knew almost nothing about the auto sales market. The only experience I had was when I was 15. I was in a detailer on a car lot. So we started with a big vision. I had literally a four-wheeler I sold for $3,000 to start the whole entire business on. We started in I want to say 1,500 square foot shop with two vehicles. We spent all our money on those vehicles. We just sold those and then, acquired more, and we kind of just kept building and building and building. I want to say we started out working, it had to be at least 100 hours a week, we were putting in. So, we'd start our morning and we would work until 2 to 3 in the morning. We kept at it, and here we are, 7 years later, and we now have it's still a small car lot, but it is, almost bigger than we ever imagined we could come from. So, we do about 20, 25 cars a month. We usually have about 40 in stock at all times. So, I'm just grateful to be where we are today, and we want to keep expanding.
It's a lot of fun. We love to do it.
Yeah, it's been an absolute blast. It's been
Well, it's funny. Remember this in 20 years and remind yourself, it's got to be fun. You gotta love them.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
exactly.
That's the key to our key to success is we've just had a blast doing
Yeah.
it. It's so much fun.
Then your
So.
kids that yell at, are you going to yell at you and say you don't know what you're talking about? You're going to say, well, let me tell you something. Ian.
Yeah, I mean, any advice to maybe a younger person or older person who maybe doesn't like what they do and wants to get in the car business, like from what you've learned over the short time you've been in it?
Just jump in. Just do it.
Dive in.
Start.
Don't let anything scare you.
Yes, just start where you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you have when you're working with it. So at the time, I was working at Les Schwab, and I still remember this phone call on my lunch break. I called my wife, and I'm like, I don't like my job. I don't like what I'm doing. She's like, you keep saying you want to do an auto dealership. Why do you keep talking about it? Why don't you just jump in there? I was like, I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have that. She's like, well, if you keep giving us that, or you keep using that excuse, it's never going to be the right time. You just got to jump in. So, I was like, okay, well, let's do it. And then we kind of just went for it with what we had. And, I mean, your circumstances are never going to be ideal. I mean, if you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, it's never going to come. So that would be my advice.
That's really something. What's really neat is the two of you. You're partners. You're not just business partners, life partners. And you got like 12-year-old kids, you said? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we got a 7-month-old, and then we have one that just turned 2. So.
Oh, wow. And you got your own business, and you got somebody in the terrible twos.
Yes.
Terrific
He's
terrific.
I call it his terrific twos.
Well, and are they both boys or?
Yep.
Both boys. Yep.
Well, the good thing is this: boys get worse. Girls, well, you'll find out. Maybe not. What was your biggest challenge?
I'd say the fact, as again, I said, we just kind of dove into it. We knew nothing. I mean, when our very first car sale, I didn't even know how to write up the car paperwork. So I want to say 2 weeks after we went into business, we call them the DMV area investigators. She came down to do our welcoming to us, and she's sitting there at her desk, and I told her, I showed her our files, and we're like, we don't know what we're doing. And she's like, let me go through this with you guys and show you everything you need. So it was a big blessing. She was a huge help. She doesn't work for the state of Oregon anymore. I want to say her name was Cindy, but she was one of the biggest helps.
Well,
so.
You know what's funny? There might be a good reason why she doesn't work for the state. She was too nice.
Yes.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, I think she actually retired, but yeah, she was awesome.
We all need a hand up,
Yes.
And it's good you got something there. But I'm just so impressed. Like listening to you, you started with very little. I'm not going to say nothing because you started with very little. You built on it, and I mean, your personal story. I love your last name. You told me last night you named yourself after where you almost got engaged. You flew into where you got engaged,
Yes.
and that's really something. It's very nice. It's very nice. And I don't know what else you have to say, but I really appreciate you spending the time with us last night as well as now.
Thanks very much. Really appreciate it, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors and the expansion of your business.
Yeah,
Thanks very much.
We appreciate you guys as well.
World LLC.
There you go.
Xtreme east, north, south, and further west. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you guys.
Tabitha, just an honor. Thanks for joining us. It was a great show, and follow us anywhere you would like on your favorite podcast, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and of course on our YouTube, or subscribe to our own channel.